Hey everybody, welcome to this very first recording for 2026. We are going to start it off with today's event, which is the Cancer full wolf moon. So, yeah, what do I have to say about this moon? Let's see. As you can tell, I'm still like in rest and recovery mode from holidays, so I'm in my fancy pajamas for you tonight. Yeah, I think we're all just kind of still hunkering down, taking it easy after the whirlwind of holiday season. I know a lot of light workers were really sick during the holidays, so with colds, flus, all different kinds of things. Um, I have like this body ache right now that is just like from head to toe for no reason whatsoever. So we'll just, we chalk these things up to uh, shifts in 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 the atmosphere and the universe and within our bodies, and just do our best to breathe and relax, and try to and make our way through them. So yeah, so we're just gonna jump in and look at the cards right away for this full moon in Cancer. I'm guessing with this moon, we're kind of in. I want to say we're like, yes, it's a new year, but depending on what calendar you follow. Um, but I feel like we're still in the in between stages. So I always find Chinese astrology more of an accurate kind of uh, basis of when the year switches. So that's not going to be year of the horse not till um, I think February 17th. So still got another good month to go. And I think, I don't know about you, but I could, that shedding of the skin of the year of the snake, it was, it was a difficult, painful process for a lot. I think that end of the year, everybody went through a lot of stuff. We're still going through a lot of stuff. So like I said, we're not quite finished yet. And tonight with this moon in Cancer, it's bound to be an emotional one, I think. So yeah, we've been doing lots of purging up until this point. We're still continuing to do that. So if you've got some tears to shed tonight, I just, I sense there's going to be a lot of good cries for a lot of people tonight. So, um, the positive aspect though too is that I think I don't want to say conjunct because I might be wrong. Anyway, Venus and Mars are both playing into this moon as well. So, um, yeah, balancing that masculine and feminine energy. And we're just working on that last little bit of shedding the skin and getting rid of what's not serving us and really making those changes. So, um, yeah, just really, it is a matter of keep on keeping on and try. Don't let it overwhelm you, and just you know, the biggest thing I've been trying to do is just be present to the process. I get that it's not pleasant. It's felt really rough. Sleep is like almost non-existent, and then some nights I could sleep for like the whole day. So there's a lot going on, and if you're feeling that way, um, you're not alone. Take a breath. And honestly, to be honest, like, I know people hate hearing this be said, but this too shall pass. It's just in a process. And like I said, I think we're still in that we're not in the in between stage, but we're almost at the end of it. It's just usually at the end is probably the toughest part of the process, right? So don't give up. Keep breathing. The big thing I'm feeling is this year of 2026 on the calendar is going to be. It's important for us to be be just taking care of ourselves, so that if we are receiving upgrades and things like that, that we're weathering them. They're not totally taking us out, that kind of thing. And the outside world is going to continue to change. It's changing. There's changes today. There's going to be changes every day of this next little incarnation of this planet, because she's shifting and changing, and that's what we're meant to do. But let's see what the cards have to say about this moon. Particularly picking up that it's going to be important the things we do, the advice cards. So we'll get there first. But let's ask like what this moon means, what's going on, how can I feel like just it's like we're tired and we're weary, and we've weathered the biggest part of the storm. It's still raining, it's still blowing wind, it's still kicking up some stuff. So you know, but the rainbow's not that far away. So don't give up. Whoops, okay, that's 3. I'm gonna take this one. Oh, let's look at these two. Yeah. Okay, I kind of have to read them all. Okay. What? Too funny. What I just said. Have faith in your dreams. Don't give up. Things. There is rainbow and light at the end of this cycle. It's coming, which is funny because that's one of the last cards I pulled. The end of a tough cycle approaches. The energy is gaining momentum. So what I think this is this new energy coming in. So, which is good. It's time for that to happen. It's not, again, not quite fully in yet. Like I said, I suspect we'll see more movement as we head into that year of the horse, which is what that is. Forward movement, galloping, yippee-ki-yay, let's go. Or Yahoo, or what is it? Anyway, I'm not a cowboy. I don't know all the stuff, but we're going to gallop in on this horse in the next few months. So we also got, I think these are the two most important parts. So a time to give rather than take. So what I like to say with this one though is, because Virgo is definitely like, they're very good at helping others, but this is more about self stuff. So making sure you're giving yourself time. It's kind of like we just need to rearrange that. So instead of taking on new things and going to new places and doing all this stuff, it's like give yourself time to just rest. It's really important right now. I think we all just feel a little, like I said, weary and battle worn, and it's just time to just get some extra rest if you can, and pause and reflect and do those kind of things. It's Saturday night. I'm in my pajamas at home at 7 o'clock at night, and I'm kind of happy about it because it's just been so much going on that it's just like and like it does happen during the holiday. We're peopled out by this point. The last card we got is surrender to the divine. So this moon, and look at that nice big full moon. Full moon, surrender to the divine. Yeah, it's one of those things like this process is happening whether we decide to participate or not. So our best participation at this point is because we can't really, there's not much we can do to move things along, is just, again, we go back to what I said right before we went on holiday at solstice was, it's come what may. It's like sit back and observe, take a breath. The important part though is the self-care part, is nurturing ourselves. Like as we've shed that skin, you come out of, with new skin and new you. But I would imagine, I don't know a lot about reptiles or snakes, but you're in those first few days when you're new, like a baby, you're tender, you're soft, you're supple, you do have to be delicate with that new skin, right? So you don't want to be going out fighting the old battles. It's like take time to rest. What do babies do 90% of the time besides, they're eating and growing, but 90% of the time they're sleeping, right? They're new to the world. They don't get up and go walking and start doing stuff, right? We're in that same sort of thing. We just are like, and we're not helpless in any way. We just need to nurture ourselves for this beginning part. And then when we hit that year of the horse, it's going to be you'll be ready to go. But that gives you lots of time, right? It gives us almost a month and a bit, right? So, okay. What else is this moon all about for us today? Yeah. Oop. I feel like, okay. Did I only do 3? No, I did 3. That's all we're going to do. Okay, the Swan Queen comes up. Transformation, intuition, patience. I don't even think I have to like give you an explanation of that. It's like we're in the middle of a big transformation. Um, if you're needing answers or craving explanation about how this is all going, tap into your intuition, tap into your guides, your team, and just ask. And they'll just be like, hey, this is what's going on. The important one in there is patience, right? That's also what I'm saying with this rest and relax and just take a breather. I know I say that a lot, but when we go through these big periods of transformation and we feel battle worn and sick and not really well, and it's important to regain our strength, because it always means, I always say it's like the universe is giving us like this little time period where it's like, okay, retreat now, right? And like, I don't want to call it war, because that's not what it is, but you go to battle and you do all these things and you do all the skirmishes, and then we're all battle worn and tired, right? And we need to retreat and rest and regain our strength. And this is the period we're in with this moon. Particularly with Cancer, it makes sense, right? It's our mothering kind of sign. So mother ourselves, tend to our wounds, tend to ourselves, nurture your heart, and just slowly start to mend and heal, right? Um, we also got, I'm going to read this one first. The Dream Walker, which is dreams, the collective good, and illusions. I don't know about you, but the dreams lately, the actual dreams at night are often, like, they're so insane, some of them. I wake up 2-3 times a night going, whoa, what the heck? Anyway, so the key in this is the collective good. All of this is happening for the collective good. Even when it feels like rough and tumble and just like we're at our rope's end and wit's end and we just can't muster any more strength. It's like, it's okay. Like, the universe is like, this is why I'm giving you this lull period right now, so you can like get everything back for this next little push, right? We got the Rainbow Prince last, compensation and perseverance. Well, perseverance we just talked about. Keep going, don't give up. The big happy good ending is coming, right? The reward, the rainbow. Like I said, there's the rainbow at the end of this storm. So don't give up. Keep persevering. I don't know why I can't say. Whoops! I just lost my earring. Anyway, yeah, keep persevering. Don't give up, and but just take this time, definitely, to retreat. Okay, these next 2 sets of cards are usually good. I'm just gonna take a sip of my lemon water here. I'm starting to detox and cleanse after the holiday. Ooh, I put a little bit too much lime in there. Wow, it's good for you, right? It's good for you. All right, these usually come across as advice cards, so let's see what our best use of this Cancer moon is today. And again, it is a super moon. I forgot that too. Besides a wolf moon, it's a super moon. So things are definitely going to be amplified and intense. We do also have a big sunspot coming towards Earth, so there could be lots of solar activity, that kind of thing. So just honestly do your best to keep yourself in like a good rested, yeah. It's kind of okay. This is so funny. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna read these 4. I'll just make sure. No. Okay. It's these 4. Okay. So in terms of advice, okay, it's really that one. So I've never had this one card before. Leave the past behind. So this one is really important, I think, with this moon. Um, just because it's like we have to start. I don't want to say the grieving process, but we need, when we talk about letting go of what's no longer serving us, it's just important right now, like, to realize too that the old way we would do things. So like right now, when I say rest, recharge, relax, those kind of things, you might be trying to go back to an old way that works for you, having a bath, a salt bath, doing meditation, and you might be finding none of it is working like it was, because it's not. The old ways have started to, like, we had to let them go anyway, and we knew that, but like we don't know the new way of doing things. So this is where it goes back to that card about checking in with your intuition, like, and really talking to self and your higher self and your guides, and like, what do I need in this moment? And the answer might surprise you. Maybe something like, you know, go and go. It's going to be like weird. I feel like it's going to be weird. It's like, go shopping and buy yourself, you know, a like a whole detox kit, or like, it's just going to be something you would never do. And it's just because our old ways of doing things aren't working for us anymore. And they'll become apparent like that. It'll just be like, I tried that and it didn't work. So it's sort of like we're in a rest and recharge period, but it's also a rediscovery of the new. What is going to work for us moving forward to feel better overall in our bodies and everything like that? Because we have to remember too, a lot of these upgrades and shifts we can't see, but from all listening to different channelers, and it's an upgrade of the human body that's happening. Our DNA, our very DNA is being changed. So yeah, doing things like eating heavy meals may not work for you anymore. It might just, I found my appetite is like nowhere close to the same. Like I can have a few bites of things, and then if I overeat, it's bad news. Like I'm up all night and that kind of thing. So um it just might mean eating lighter, doing more smoothies. I don't know what it is, but like we have to start like kind of uh, intuitively investigating those things for ourselves and trying them. And like any good experiment, you're going to try a bunch of different things. It's not just going to be one thing and then you give up. So really look into it. Leave old ways behind if you can. They're not serving us anymore. This one's we also got focus on the positive. Again, everything is working out in our favor. We just need to, again, we're creating this new. We're fully creating it. So if we're stuck in the past and we're like, well, I did this before and it didn't work and it never works, and it's like we're just perpetuating the past over and over and over again. We're not dreaming of the new and bringing the new in. Like like one of my, well, I'll just, yeah, whatever, I'll just talk to you about my thing. Is like, my thing is always money. Right? Like my whole life has been, it's like struggle for it, uh lots of lack mentality, all of those things. And like just before, I think just before Christmas, and even just after, I was like, it was funny because I was like, okay, when I try to I do, and I can, and I can manifest quite quickly, so that everything is fine, and like I have money in my bank account and all of that, and I manifested quite well over the holidays. um, but then the old me is always just like waiting for the rug to be pulled out, right, all the time. And so just before Christmas, I was like, Kim, you got to stop this. So what I started focusing on instead of myself was focusing on creating a benevolent financial system for the world, for everybody, for the universe, whatever you want to term it. And that, like, that it's an inclusive system that has everybody at a zero base. So we're all, you know, we start at the same, and there's no division, there's no better than, less than, that kind of thing. So I've really just been putting my energy into that. And the really funny thing is, despite all the like market fluctuations and everything that's happening right now, is like it doesn't seem to affect my personal bank account or the things that were, you know, I am able to pay things off. And just, so I think if you're going to focus, I think, and that's what we need to also be doing with any sort of thing in our life right now, any problem, any thing from the past that we always do, um, is kind of reset the mindset to the new earth thinking of like that it's benevolent for all. And what does it look like when it's for all, not just about me and what I want and what I need? Because I think we limit, we micromanage that, and then it's just about us, and it's too, it's not broadly focused enough, and we're not broadly creating for everyone, including ourselves, right? Anyway, that's just my advice. I don't know if it'll work for you, but give it a shot. I think it's worth it. Here's something really interesting. I've never had this card any read I've ever done that I can remember. Unleash your kindest self. Yeah. I mean, that's part of this, the new earth thinking. If we want to have a world full of people that are being kind to one another, we can't just tell them to be kind, and not be the example, right? Be the change we want to see. So, yeah, I mean, just go out there and spread love and kindness, and especially to ourselves, right? So make this next little bit, this moon, and up until this next couple weeks, is just go out and be kind and do kind things for people. And we tend to do that a lot over the holiday season, and then we just stop, right? So let's keep that spirit going, and let's really be kind. Go out and be kind. Help people, in any way you can. It can be the smallest of things sometimes, right? And then we just got to also breathe through the tension, which is, this is goes back to everything we said previously. Like, it's important to relax right now, to be taking a breath, to not be trying to like push or do. We're still in that, like, it's really important. We're just manifesting and dreaming and, you know, being the example that we want to see for moving forward. That earring just doesn't want to stay in, so I'm not going to make it. Okay. I just got one earring now. All right, these also tend to be, oh, shoot. I didn't start off the read with the, we'll go back and do it and see. That's so funny. See how rusty I am at this? I just haven't done it in so long, so, okay. Okay. I'm gonna read this one first. Is just we got it again at like the solstice time. There's change your tune. Again, it just goes back to everything I just talked about. Is like, I think it's how we're wording and sensing things. So if we can put ourselves more in a mindset, a new earth mindset, it's going to be easier to manifest and change things. We also got, okay, I'm going to read these two first, because again, I'm just kind of then repeating, like, you can't make this up, right? Take a breath, release. Again, releasing. We are still in this releasing stage where you may not even realize you're doing it, right? It just might mean we're like operating through the day to day. I don't know about you, but like, it's been a struggle for me. Like, it is most holiday seasons, because you get a couple days off and you get to do things quite differently, and there's a whole different energy and excitement to the way things are done. And then you have to go back to work, and you're like, oh, it just takes so long to get back into a schedule, a routine, those kind of things. So I think it's really important, though, because we've just come through a really rough period. I think everybody went through it. It, like, whether it started for you back in September, or you just hit your stride in it in November and December, which most people did. Oh, hi, Sam. You want to come say hi? Okay. Oh, hi. Say Happy New Year, everybody. He's looking for everybody. He's like, where is everybody? I'm going to see. I'm so cute. Okay. And the other thing that came up. So, yeah, sorry. We're still in a releasing period. You interrupted me, and I don't know. We're still in a releasing period. We're like I said, we're at the end of we've shed our skin. Possibly some of us are just still in that shedding process. We're tender, we're raw. We just need to nurture ourselves until we thicken our skin up a little bit. So don't go out doing crazy amounts of stuff, trying to make a bunch of changes. Throw your resolutions in the garbage. I'm gonna just recommend that right now. Save them for Chinese New Year or something, or equinox. Even we can wait till then when true New Year is. Um, equinox. The last card that came up is that it's meant to be. Again, this is all happening just as it was supposed to. Sorry, no, I just can't. Anyway, I just stepped on my earring. I don't want to squash it. Anyway. Okay, it's meant to be. This is happening for a reason. It always was happening for a reason. It's happening right on schedule. If I go back to anything, I'm just going to say for this moon, the big thing is, once again, to surrender to the divine plan, the divine mission, the divine intelligence. This is all intelligently planned and orchestrated. And with anything, like, the more we resist or fight something, the harder we make it on ourselves. So let's just, again, go with the flow. Our big job for ourselves is to take care of ourselves through this, especially, again, like I said, it's a Cancer moon. So mother and nurture yourself. Again, if you're just like right out of the skin and you're got your new fresh skin and you're tender and you're raw, like, we don't just take a baby right out of the womb and then take it outside and run it around town and show it to everybody. It's like that baby needs to be wrapped up, kept warm, and nurtured and mothered. So mother yourself a little bit this next coming weeks. Okay, I was gonna do a nature rhythm oracle right at the beginning to kind of kick off what the moon is all about, but apparently they want us to do it at the end here, so let's do that. All right, what is this moon all about? Oops, that was too many cards. Yeah, it's just, I can definitely like feel the sense of us just needing to take a deep breath and relax. Yeah. Oh, too funny. Again, you can't make this up. We got the breathe card. Right as I said, take a deep breath. Okay, what number is that? 22. Good number. Good number. What do we say? So this moon is about breathing. I breathe clean air into my body to rejuvenate my cells and clear my mind. Breath truly is life. Engage in a practice where you expand your lungs and breathe deeply. So if you do nothing else for the next 4 days of this supermoon, just do some breath work, do some resting and breath work. Do not push yourself until you are out of breath. Rather, enjoy a nice walk, a yoga practice, or any other mindful practice of breathing meditation. Make getting out into clean air a daily experience. That's so funny. So, like, see how we had to read that? I forgot to read it at the beginning. If I had got that breath card it would have made sense at the beginning. But after reading all the other cards, it was like, and the intuition coming in, it was like, okay, this is like the confirmation, right? So, can't make that up, right? Well, and the goal for this year too is like to definitely keep videos shorter, because I know hour-long ones don't work for people, and people don't have a huge attention span. I'm already hitting half an hour, and probably some of you have already tuned out. Anyway, so before I do, I'm just going to do 3 of the golden futures, and we're going to leave it there. I am still going to endeavor to do a weekly energy read, and then the 2 moons. That's going to be my goal. I'm going to stick to that plan because it seems to be working. Moving forward, and yeah, and I just feel like too it is going to be another year. Oh, that's 4 of those. It is going to be another year of like big shifts in energy, so like weekly. So it is going to be good to have an energy read at the beginning of like every week. So, and we'll definitely try to keep those ones as short as we can. All right, the first card we drew was I'm going to read the Golden Futures all the way through every reading, just because that's hopefully where we're trying to head ourselves, right? 43, spiritual technology. Expand your imagination and share your vision. See, that's one of those things about like the manifesting thing is like right now you can just be doing breath work, relaxing, rejuvenating yourself, but you can still be using your mind, right? We don't have to be doing all this deep research or going to classes or practices or anything like that. But it just it matters every day to use our imagination. Another word for imagination, expanding our imagination, is using our intuition, right? And then pay attention to the visions you're getting, writing those down. Just those simple things like not analyzing them necessarily, but or creating a vision. Like, what do we want to see moving forward? Psychic gifts come up. Learn to trust your intuition. Again, sometimes I don't even have to. I just like should read the next card and follow that. We also got the free energy card, which has to do with being a powerhouse. So I think that's kind of the next step. So the only way we can turn that power on is to be in a clear mind, clear vision, clear state, clear body, physical body. So it's really important that like that card for me is like it's not something we're working on right now, but it's what we're working towards. So make sure everything's cleaned up, cleared up, ready to go for this next little bit. And then we're gonna be flipping the switch on that energy pretty quick. Last card is nature. Tune into the natural world. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we've been over this a million times too. Look at how peaceful and meditative that person is, right? So it's the easiest and quickest way for us to get grounded, for us to connect with God, for us to connect with our higher selves is through nature. So, yeah, if you're in a position though where you like it's impossible to go outside, again, watch a video of a ocean or sunset or whatever. It doesn't matter. Start connecting with that energy, listening to waves, listening to nature music. It all does help. It really does. It's in the right frequency, and the frequency is what's really important right now. That's how we get to the free energy thing too, right? When I say clear, it also means you have to be in the right vibration and the right frequency, right? That resonance has to be happening. So if we're not taking care of that stuff, it's going to be harder for us to tune in. So again, tune in, music, frequency. It's really critical right now. So take a breather after the holiday, take a breath, get out in nature, connect with nature, start raising your vibration again because again, I always say we're in these little lull periods, and then it's going to be time to turn on the switch. So make sure you're ready. You've got lots of time to rest, relax, and recharge. And then get ready. And recharge is a good one too, right? Our energy is depleted now, but we're getting it back. So take care of yourselves. I will be back for an energy read on Monday, and we'll see you then.